You know who's going to get mad at me?
Jazz.
Why?
Because I didn't tell you who to come. I told you. Well, I'm going to send her that picture.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then I'll write some stuff. Do you mind if I repost it?
Go for it. I got one going here too. So.
Oh, do you? Can you
Yeah.
send it to me when you're done?
Yes, I can.
All right, thanks.
You betcha.
She's going to ask me a bunch of questions and I'm not going to.
Sounds good.
All right, listen up. Please, go ahead.
Thank you. All right. I am me. I am me. Come on, do it with me. I am me.
I am Jazz.
I am me. I am me. I am me. All right. So this is a message that pertains to every single person for who you are, right? I Am Me is a clothing brand, IAME, but it stands for I Am Me. My name is Alec Mancheski, and I'm the founder and creator of I Am Me Clothing. And it's a clothing brand based off of being confident and having self-love. So how I Am Me was created, I spent time modeling. I was big into modeling and stuff like that. I started out in Minneapolis, which is in Minnesota. I would drive up there to do some modeling and stuff like that, and I got pretty good at what I was doing. I became decently well known. Then I got flown out to LA. Now, Minneapolis is big, but it's a lot smaller than Los Angeles, right? So going to LA was a lot different. There were a lot more people trying to model, trying to make a name for themselves and whatnot. So I go to LA, and I kind of had a big head. I set some records. I was pretty good at modeling. I set some records. I had like the most callbacks ever for this industry, where hundreds and hundreds of kids went to get their name out there, get signed by agents and whatnot. So after LA, I came back here, Stevens Point, Wisconsin, born and raised, and I chilled out for a minute for about 2 months, and I decided where I wanted to move. Now, there was a lot going through my mind. Do I move to LA? Do I move to New York? Do I focus on Minneapolis? Where do I go? What do I do? Lo and behold, I decided to move to New York. And I lived there for about 6 months. I lived there from March till August. Now, New York is an extremely big place, bigger than LA. More people, more going on. There's always stuff going on. The competition for modeling there is way more than it is even in LA, extremely more than it is in Minneapolis. So I kind of felt like a small person. I didn't feel very big. I was a nobody in New York. Nobody had any idea of who I was. I had to make a name for myself. Now, things didn't go as planned while I was there. I ran into some troubles. I kind of got down on myself. I expected my name to be well known right away. I expected I was going to go to New York, be famous, be on all these magazines, be on all these billboards, you name it. My face was just going to be everywhere. Now, like I said, the competition is rough. There's a lot of competition, so that wasn't the case. After New York, I came back to Stevens Point. I moved back, and I was depressed. I was extremely sad. I felt horrible. I felt like a failure. I felt like I let my family down. I felt like I let myself down, and things were not good. I was really in not a very good place. I went back to school in La Crosse, which is where I went right out of high school. I went to school there for that year, but in the middle of that year, something wonderful happened, and I'm very thankful it did. I realized that I first acknowledged that I wasn't in a very good place, and I knew I had to do something about it. I could either let it bring me down, or I could let it lift me up. Now, I definitely didn't want it to bring me down. I wanted to prosper. I wanted to do amazing things with my life. So I sat down and I was like, I'm going to start a business. I had no idea what that business was. Could have been something with computers, could have been, I don't know, with light bulbs, you name it, who knows. I just wanted to start a business. So, being sad, I was like, you know what? I am who I am, no matter what. As are you, and everybody in this room. No matter what, you are who you are, and you have to accept that. So then, I Am Me was born. And since I was in the modeling industry, I've always been surrounded by clothes, so I put it on clothes and started selling clothes. So that's a little bit about how I Am Me was created. as a clothing brand. It was created on March 16th, 2017, so last year. It's almost been a year, not quite. I started selling in July and got things going. Things were very hard getting started. Like, I felt really awkward wearing a shirt that I created. Like, I felt really weird. Like, people were judging me, like, oh, like, that's never gonna work. iame is gonna be nothing. It's never gonna be anything. And today, it's getting around. Have you guys, like, heard of it?
Yeah.
Yeah? Okay. Yeah, awesome. So just a couple months ago, guys, iame was literally nothing. I had not one shirt sold, not anything. Nothing. So push through all that. I get negative comments every day. Like, I'll go on my Instagram and people will be like, what are you doing with your life? Like, don't do that. Like, iame is stupid. iame is not cool, all that stuff. Guys, that's not the case. It's important to love yourself for who you are no matter what and be confident in who you are. I don't care if somebody says you have a weird eyebrow, be like, yeah, and I love every single hair in my eyebrow. Literally, guys, like, embrace everything about yourself, no matter what it is. Somebody says you have a weird toe, literally shove it in their face. Be like, I love my toe. Like, this is so sick. It's mine. I love this toe. You know what I mean? Like, embrace who you are, guys. It's so important. And if people are making fun of you in school, like, don't let anything they say bother you. Just focus on loving yourself. Embrace it. I can't stress that enough. Embrace it. Embrace it. So, yeah, just embrace it. Another thing I want to stress, guys, is try as many things as possible. You can't teach experience. You guys are young. So go out and try different things. If you think you're interested in computers, go play with computers. If you think you're interested in clothing, play with clothing. Make a clothing brand. Be open to everything, guys. If you've never tried painting, try painting. You might be the best painter in the entire world, and you won't know unless you try. So it's super important to get out and try different things. You never know what's gonna happen. And there's a little quote I kind of live by. If you don't like it, don't do it. If you like it, do it. But if you love it, live it. If you guys don't like something, it's totally 100% okay to not do it. If you like it, just as a hobby, say you like snowboarding, but you don't want to become a professional snowboarder, then do it. Snowboard for fun. Snowboard in your free time. But if you find something you truly, truly love, it could be light bulb art. If you want to make art out of light bulbs and you truly love doing that, it is a very possible thing to do. You just have to devote a lot of hard work and a lot of time into light bulb art to make it work. So don't be afraid to try anything and everything, guys. I don't know. Light bulbs are awesome. So that's a little bit about me, Alec Manchesky, and a little bit about how iame Clothing was created. The one thing I want you guys to take away from me talking today is to embrace who you are no matter what. Love yourself for who you are. Guys, you guys can get iame Clothing at iameclothing.com. I gave you guys stickers and stuff like that, so hope you guys appreciate that. Thank you guys very much for listening, and I hope you guys take away that you are all each your own individual human being.
Where'd you go to junior high?
Ooh, good question. I went here, Ben Franklin, and to be honest, I had Mr. Greco. I sat right here in this chair, and he sat right there. At the time, he taught typing class, and my little fingers were typing as fast as they could. He was always yelling at me. No, I'm kidding. I was such a good kid. No, Mr. Greco's a great teacher. Thank you for having me in here. I really appreciate it. You guys are in good hands with him. He's an amazing guy.